Hi everybody, welcome inside the second episode of Behind Closed Doors. I'm Zach Surdenik here with Charlie Condon. We're ready to get things started. And Charlie, how are you adjusting life out on the Cape so far?
It's awesome. I've always joked with people around here. It's a lot better than playing summer ball down in Georgia with all the heat and all that stuff. So playing out by the beach isn't too bad.
For sure. This is your second summer in summer ball the last couple of years. How does the Cape League compare to where you were at the year before?
Okay, yeah. So Northwoods is definitely a lot more travel. It's a lot more time on the bus. Northwoods is one of those leagues that's known for just the reps that you get, and it's just a ton of games in not that many days. So there are definitely some similarities and some differences, but it's been a lot of fun.
This group out here always seems like it's got a lot of energy to it. What's been your favorite thing about playing with these guys so far?
Oh yeah, just getting to know the guys. That's one of the best things about summer ball is you just get thrown in with a group of guys that you don't necessarily know right away, and then just like that, you're playing games together and getting to know each other and bonding with one another, and it's a ton of fun. And I think as we continue to get closer as a group, it'll help the results on the field as well.
So going back a little bit, you were a two-sport athlete in high school, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that playing football at all helped you in baseball?
No doubt. Yeah, I think I'd say more than anything, it just helped me with balancing schedules and things like that. Football wasn't a huge sport at my high school, but I'm so glad I played. But it kind of helped me really take my mind away from baseball during the fall. So I was able to kind of divide up those two parts of my mind and then focus on baseball when it was baseball season and focus on football when it was football season.
Did you ever have any dreams or considerations of playing football beyond?
Early on in my recruiting process, I had some dual sport interests from smaller D3 schools, but playing football at the next level wasn't a big priority of mine and wasn't anything I was too thrilled about. So I kind of just decided to focus on baseball and see what I can do with that.
Sure. So you go to Georgia, you redshirted year one. Was that the plan all along? Was that something they talked to you about when you got there?
I'd say the redshirt decision, came around Christmas time of my freshman year. So I had a pretty good fall, but our coaching staff let me know of that during Christmas, just that we had a lot of older guys come back that they weren't sure were going to come back. And I think in the long run, it was definitely a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, so all the accolades, everything that's come this year, if I had told you that a year ago during that redshirt year, what would your response have been?
It would have been, I wouldn't have believed you, to be honest with you. I knew I had to put my head down and get to work. My game wasn't where it needed to be to compete at the SEC level. But I kind of put my head down, got to work, worked on my swing, worked on my body. And yeah, it feels good to know that some of that hard work paid off.
For sure. There's a coaching change at Georgia. You put out that announcement a few days ago about coming back. What are you so excited about that's keeping you in Athens for another year?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I feel like the group of guys we had this past year, our record that we had, I don't think reflects what kind of talent we have. We lost a lot of close games, had a lot of tough breaks. Looking forward to getting back and reestablishing Georgia as a force to be reckoned with within the SEC and all of college baseball. I think the new staff that we got is going to be a big step in that direction.
So I know you're headed down to Team USA in a couple of days for training camp. What's the thing you're most excited about to get down there and play with those guys?
Oh man, just to wear the USA across your chest and to play for something that's so much bigger than myself and with a group of such decorated players and big names, and it's just going to be a ton of fun to play for your country in the red, white, and blue. I think it's just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Have you gotten a chance to do that before, or is this the first time?
This will be the first time. I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds great. All right, lastly, what makes you so good at what you do?
Okay, yeah. So, obviously you can always say, I'm a hard worker and all that stuff, but I think for me it's just kind of the underdog mentality that I've had my entire life growing up. I walked onto the team at Georgia. I wasn't super heavily recruited out of high school. I knew that going into college, I kind of took the approach of it's all upside, no matter what comes out of it. So I've just kind of taken it one day at a time, worked to get to where I'm at, and I'm just going to continue to keep that underdog mentality and earn everything, and nothing's given.
Well, it's certainly been fun to watch. Thanks for taking the time, Charlie.
No problem.